This is the YouTube bit. 5 out of 10. Quick, simple. You know, if you just want the answer. That's my honest opinion of Path of Exile 2 right now. And I'll go into detail. So, if you want to know, I have played for 9 days, 13 hours, and 14 minutes. I have a little bit of too much time put into this game. Does that mean I'm an expert at it? Absolutely not. I actually think I'm still an amateur. I'm level 89 Witch Hunter, and these are my stats. I mean, I've copied other people's builds at this point. I'm just doing what's powerful because I can't seem to figure it out on my own. Like, I would never have been able to reach this number of damage right here without the use of build guides and, you know, following 30 different people on the internet and what their advice says. Anyone else? I mean, this is my skill tree. This is what it looks like. Could be better, and I probably will make it better over time. But for now, this is what's been working for me. Been doing enough damage and keeping me alive long enough. So, anyone wants to know? I'm enjoying the game. I really am. With the amount of time I've spent into it, I'm pretty sure that could be obvious. I mean, the game hasn't been out for, what, a month and a half now, and I've already put full 9 days. I mean, 5 out of 10, honestly. Maybe a 7 out of 10 in the current state right now. Maybe 6 out of 10, honestly. And I'll explain why that's not really such a bad thing in kind of a good way, really. Whenever I say 6 out of 10, I don't mean it as in this game's not worth your time. I'm saying it as in for what the game is right now, this is probably the best ARPG I've ever played in my entire life. It's good. It is really good. There's nothing else like it. You will be enthralled by it. You will be consumed by the systems. You will want to learn everything. You will want to adapt to everything. Something about this game makes you want to get better, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the loot drops. I don't know if it's just the dopamine rush of actually killing the stupid boss that you died to multiple times to, but this game's amazing. It really is. You fall in love with it almost instantly if you really like these kinds of games. And not to mention the amount of systems there are to take care of, the amount of currencies to keep track of. Not only this, but this, that, stuff like that. The amount of, you know, stats that you have to manage and resistances and blah, 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 blah. There's a lot to take care of in this game. And so if you're someone who enjoys min-maxing, who enjoys just full-on, in-depth, one character or so, just building him to perfection, this is the game for you. You're genuinely going to love this game. The one thing, though, actually, it is quite a few things, but the one major thing that is keeping me from giving this game a full-on, you know, 10 out of 10, blazing reviews, stuff like that, you know, it is BS. It is full of BS. It is full of the absolute most horrendous BS you will ever encounter in any game. Now, let me explain something real fast. Whenever I talk about casual and hardcore players, I don't really mean how, you know, hardcore a player is. I don't care if you're running the most difficult content in this game. You could still, you know, I don't know, casual player, stuff like that, hardcore, whatever. What I mean is the amount of time somebody is able to put into a game. So when I say casual player, I'm talking about someone who's able to put in maybe an hour into this game, you know, at a time, maybe like a day or every other day, something like that. If you can only put in an hour at a time into this game and you know, just get a little bit far and stuff like that, you know, build up your character, copy some build you found online that you thought looked cool and stuff like that, you'll enjoy it, but you're going to fall so far behind that you're no longer going to want to keep going. Because one thing, the economy. And you could say, oh, just play solo self-found and stuff like that. Solo self-found is not as fun as you think. I'm going to be completely honest with you. It is not as fun as you think. You'll be like just alone, all by yourself, no trade league, no hope of finding anything. I don't like solo self-found. I'm sorry. I just really don't. But the main thing is just the market is so unpredictable. It really is. Let's take Divine Orbs, for example. I talked about this like 40 minutes ago, actually. I want a Divine Orb. Now, about 2-3 days ago, I traded 130 Exiled Orbs for one Divine Orb. And I did that twice after doing the Trial of Chaos a couple times, right? and I was able to get 2 divine orbs out of it. Very cool. I did use those divine orbs, but then I got more, and I was able to trade it, you know, decent price, stuff like that. It is currently now 219 exiled orbs for 1 divine orb. It was cheaper a few minutes ago, actually. It was 217 a few minutes ago. I don't know what's changing the prices. I really don't. So the market is horrible. Honestly, the market's so horrible. I hate it. But as a casual player who probably won't even be playing this game that long, who doesn't have the time to figure out all the systems like rarity and the armor that you're going to get, or the time to even grind the armor that you need, you know, or to trade the armor that you need, you're going to start falling behind on currency. You're going to start falling behind on trading, and you're going to start missing opportunities like that. Like the opportunities that I was able to get, like 2-3 divine orbs for 120 exalts each. That was amazing. Now they're like 220. Probably going to be 240 tomorrow. See, it's absurd. If you're not caught up, or, you know, playing this game a lot to just keep up with the currencies and just manage all this and get the right items and stuff like that, you're not really gonna enjoy it in the end game. Will you enjoy it in everything else? Absolutely. You definitely will enjoy it in everything else. In the end game, you're going to feel so left behind. Now, a hardcore player, someone like me who will sweat this game for hours a day and, you know, not do anything else with his life and stuff like that, that's a burn to me as well, by the way. I have not showered in 3 days. You get everything, basically. You get the currencies, you start grinding for the right stuff, you make the Exalt orbs, you know what to do to get the most Exalt orbs, to get the most divine orbs, and then you start getting the right gear. Like, this is traded. I did not earn this. I traded this for divine orbs. Was it worth it? Absolutely. It is the only reason I'm able to do so much damage. Okay? This is, I don't even know if this is like the most broken thing ever. There could be something better out there. There could not be. I don't know yet. I'm still learning. But for the time I have played and the time I put into it, it was worth it. I sweat this game so hard for days to get those divine orbs, and I was able to get this, and now I can do just about anything in this game. I swear. Doesn't mean I will, though. But the main point I'm trying to get at is the more you play, the more you're caught up, and the more you're caught up, the more you're going to be able to play. It's kind of like this little loop, okay? It's this tiny little loop, okay? And it's just me. So, is it different for other people? Could be. I don't know. I haven't asked other people what their opinion is on this game yet. Do I plan to? Not really. I don't really care. I do plan to ask other people what their opinion on the game is. It could be a completely different experience for other people. I mean, there's people out there who are getting divine orb drops like nothing, you know? With like 30 rarity items and stuff like that. So, I don't know. It's different for other people. But anyways, I lost focus. Main point is, if you're a casual player and you can't put a lot of time into this game, you're really going to start feeling left behind, and you're not really going to enjoy it as much as you should. Will you still enjoy it? You will still enjoy it. The combat's amazing. The gameplay is the greatest thing about this game. That's why they made it 99% of the end game is just gameplay. The story, you know, a lot of people pass off the story like it's really nothing, but the story is actually really cool in my opinion. I like where it's going, and I want to see more of it in the future whenever the game fully releases. And honestly, our characters themselves, I'll get to you in a minute. I like the personal dialogue. I like all the personal touches that are in this game. I love how personal it feels. Because if you make one character and you stick to that character, you grow attached to that character. All the voice lines, all the dialogue and stuff like that. What they're saying, all that. If you love getting attached to your character, you're going to also really like this game. But, you know, I love a lot of little aspects about this game. You know, stuff like that. The end game is just... end game is... Okay, let me explain. I went in and I did this map. Lofty Summit, right? Okay. Escape block, sorry. This map, Lofty Summit, right? I went ahead and I did this map, and the problem wasn't the enemies. The problem was that the enemies had buffs on them that I couldn't react to in time. So what happened was this, as I was going through it, and it was going really well. I maybe killed, 8 rares so far in the map? Like 7 or 8 rares so far. And then all of a sudden... I go down this narrow path because this map, this Lofty Summit map, is a lot of narrow paths. I go down the narrow path, and all of a sudden, a rare mob, it's like the ghost thing, the weird ghost thing that just rushes up to you and casts a free spell. Not only is it hasted, but it's draining mana, and it has temporal bubble on it. So I'm being drained of mana, I'm being slowed, and it's hasted, so now that freeze spell happens twice as fast, and I'm shattered instantly and die. Full health. By the way, this is the health that I had. This is the source reward that I had when that happened. I effectively almost had, what, 8,000 health, technically, against elemental damage. You know, with source reward counting as, defense against every elemental in the game. Shield, energy shield counting towards that, and then my actual life and stuff. Not to mention too, I had Grim Feastings right here. Grim Feast. So I actually had about 3,200 energy shield to boot. And it still one-shot me instantly. I could not react to it. The haste just quickened every spell that it had. Instant killed me. One shot. And it pissed me off. Because I couldn't react to it. So, I'm fine with some BS. As long as the BS is, like, learnable. Like Dark Souls. Or, Elden Ring. Stuff like that. All the Souls games, all the Bloodborne game, Armored Core, stuff like that. If there's BS in the game, you can learn it. And you can go around it. Or either go around it, go right through it with force, or you can just master it. And you can be like, all right, I know every single thing about this boss fight now. I know every move, and I can just master this and stuff like that. After 50 hours of doing the boss or something. Millennia, for example. But this game, no, it's just BS without the learning. And there's no way to get back in and really retry either. Because when you die, you lose all the buffs on the map. So like this one, I had multiple buffs on it, which is really cool. But you lose all the buffs. You lose all the rewards that come with it. And you got to start it all over again. Not only that, but there's a chance you don't even encounter the mob again. So it's like, oh, I died to this guy with these specific stats. Well, now I can't go against him again, so I have no idea how to learn from him. That's what annoys me about this game most of the time. That's something you'll find a lot in the end game too. I haven't encountered a citadel yet. There's one over here somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? All right, well, it just kind of vanished. They keep doing that. Occasionally I'll see the little white line pop up where it's like, hey, is right here, come do this. And then it just disappears and I can't find it again. I'll find it someday again. It'll probably just reappear. It might be a bug or something. But I found one of those and I just haven't gone to it. I haven't done it. I haven't made it that far because I keep dying to the most BS of BS. And I'm at that point, I don't even want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'll probably do it anyways because I'm a narcissist and I like torturing myself with stuff like that. But I just right now I don't want to do it because something will happen and I probably won't get a second chance to fix it and all the rewards probably be lost. I don't know how those citadels work, whatever they are, where you go fight one of the main bosses. I don't really know how they work. But that's probably what'll happen. I mean, like this one right here. Or is it? I think I bugged it. Not a lot of modifiers on it, but it's got, as Elon says, 5 things on it. Oh my god. That's actually not that juiced. But if I put some more modifiers on to a waystone or something, I could go do it. I want to bet you though, I'm going to die. I'm probably going to die from some unknown, unlearnable thing because it's just there. And I die. And I lose it all. All of my resources and buffs put into that, gone. No retry. I get it. You want death to be important. But good lord. I wasted probably 30 hours on this game because of how much stuff I lose when I die. Take, for example, just one thing, okay? Trials of Chaos. I love doing Trials of Chaos. You will never catch me doing Trials of Sekimas. I will sell all of these. I'll even sell them for a Val Orb at this point. I don't care. Never catch me doing one of those. Trials of Chaos, I'll do those all day. I love Trials of Chaos. The problem is there's 3 bosses in it. There's actually a 4th one, but actually no. Yeah, let's include the 4th one, actually. There's 4 bosses in it. right? And the problem is, as a new player, let's say you're a casual player, right? Like I described before. You're a casual player, you don't play that much. You got an okay-ish build, and you go against one of these bosses, and you die. You're dead. If you're at the appropriate level, you just lost a lot of EXP, but no matter what, you just lost loot. You can't get those rewards back, can't get that soul core that you were promised, nothing. All gone. Worst part is, you can't even try the boss again. I think that's the worst part. You know what? Let me lose the rewards, okay? Let me lose the EXP. Let me try the boss again. Because the worst part is that it consumes one of these keys. And then, because if you're not hoarding these, because I like to hoard these, I like to buy these. But it consumes one of these keys. And if you're not hoarding them, you're probably going to run out. But consumes one, it's gone. You can't go back in and you can't try again. So if you die to that boss from a mechanic that you do not know, you cannot go back and learn it. That's the worst part, in my honest opinion. You can't learn it. Sure, you can look at videos on YouTube, but nothing is going to compare to actually practicing the boss. That's something that every Souls game and stuff like that people love. It is like, hey, I died to the boss. I'm going to go attempt it again. I'm going to go learn its patterns and I'm going to go master it and be good at it. I'm going to beat it. You know? Stuff like that. People love that. But in this game, if you don't know the boss's mechanics by heart, you're going to get punished. Not even the boss's mechanics. If you don't know the regular enemies' mechanics, you're going to get punished. For example, the Triceratops creatures in Trial of Chaos. Huge things, okay? I mean, normal ones, they're easy to kill until they do one thing. One very important thing, and they charge up a laser beam and they kill you instantly. I have had max lightning resistance. I have had 5,000 sorcery wood before this, and I have had over 3,600 energy shield. And it wipes me. I get it. It's got a long charge up time. It's got a clear and cut animation that, you know, you can read and dodge out of the way and stuff like that. You know, cool stuff. Until you go up a platform with a narrow, you know, walkway. Yeah, that happened to me. I lost probably one of the most expensive soul cores because of that. And it sucked. It's dumb. There's a lot of dumb things about this game. And the worst part is you can't learn it without being punished heavily, severely, actually. It pisses me off, honestly. It really, really does. And I get it. Hey, you know, we added lives to the Arbiter boss so that way you can go against him 6 times. Cool. Do that for everything. Do that for everything. Make us lose rewards if you want. Make us lose EXP. But allow us to go against bosses multiple times so that way we can actually learn it instead of losing some very valuable things, you know, along the way. And the most valuable thing of all, time. That is the most valuable thing to a lot of players, is time. And that's where I circle back to casual and hardcore players. If you're a hardcore player, it's probably not going to be too detrimental to you. Because you're probably still going to play the game, and you're probably going to go in again, and you're probably already going to have the resources or the currencies to buy more of these keys and stuff like that, and you're going to go back in. If you're a casual player, and you're just playing, you know, maybe an hour, maybe even less than an hour a day, or every other day, stuff like that, you're not going to have that. You're not going to have the currencies, you're not going to have the keys, stuff like that. You're going to burn through them, and you're going to die. And when you die, you lose it. You lose all that currency and potential currency in the process. Back to the bosses again with Trial of Chaos. I was the 4th one, for example. Secret 4th one. I don't even want to get into this one. So in Trials of Chaos, this is how you get your last 2 Ascendancy points, by the way. There's 3 bosses in Trials of Chaos. And in order to access the 4th one, you have to kill all 3 bosses at the end, or not all 3 bosses, but you have to kill 3 bosses individually at the end of your run. Because when you, let's say, if you go against the Tornado Bird on the 10th, was it the 10th trial? Yeah, you go against the Tornado Bird on the 10th trial, then you get the Deadly Fate. And then you go against the Poison Bird, and then you get the Victorious Fate. And then you go against the Beast master, whatever his name is. I can't remember. I kill him too quickly anyways. At your 10th trial, you get the cowardly fate. And then you get your 3 fates, okay? You get all 3 of them. And then at the very end of the Trials of Chaos, you can insert them into a door. And it gives you the chance to kill the boss. Now, the thing about this boss is that he is juiced. He has so much health. I don't know what it is about that boss. He has so much health. Are his attacks predictable? Yes, they are predictable. Do they hit hard? Yes, they hit really freaking hard. Especially slam down. There's a slam down attack, bam, and he sends like a shockwave of chaos damage and all that. Chaos and physical, whatever it is, it will kill you. If you get hit by it once and you get stunned, the second time will probably kill you. It's absurd. It's a lot of damage. But that's why his attacks, clear, coordinated, stuff like that, and all that. Now, let's say you mess up one time and you get hit, dead. Instantly, right? Or maybe you don't get dead instantly. Maybe it's a long, grueling fight. You get them low, but then you die because you accidentally messed up, or because your dad opened the door and you tried pausing the game, and whenever you paused the game didn't pause for some reason, even though you were playing solo, whenever the game has normally paused for the entire playthrough, and you die. So let's say something like that happens. Well, you don't get to go against him again. No. No. No, you don't get to go against him again. No, you gotta earn that. You gotta earn that. Yeah. You gotta earn that again. You gotta get all those fates again. You gotta socket them into the door. Wait, it took you 3 hours to get those fates? It took you 3 hours? Took you about 30-40 minutes for one Trial Chaos run? And you had duplicate bosses at Trial 10 sometimes? Sucks to suck. It just happens, But when it does happen, it'll piss you off. It'll piss you off really, really badly. Okay? Make us lose the loot. Hell, make us lose the chance to obtain the Ascendancy points, right? Like, if we die at that boss after the amount of time it takes to get to it, make us lose the Ascendancy points, but allow us to retry the boss. So that way we can learn from it next time. That'll at least make it worth the time to go in and fight him. So that way maybe you can practice if you don't win, or with the amount of practice you put in last time, you will win. Something like that. I think that would solve everything. Do that, not maybe for map bosses and stuff like that. Actually, maybe, I don't know. That would depend. I think that would just break maps and make things a little bit too ridiculous. Or they could do the same thing and just make people lose the rewards and the modifiers that are on the map, but they can like go back in and just finish it real fast with all the rares they've already killed and stuff. I think that would be fine. They still lose all the rewards. They're not going to get the bonuses from killing the boss anymore, but they at least get it done. And they don't have to retry the freaking map from the beginning to have to kill every rare again and explore the huge map all over again. But it's just one player's opinion. I don't know who else agrees with something like that. It might make the game too easy. I haven't played long enough. I don't know what people think about that. But yeah, if you're a casual player, give it some time, Give it a little bit more time. It's a good game, and you will enjoy every second of it, okay? The character building, the easy mode, okay. Going through all the acts, even in cruel difficulty, it's not that bad. And it's actually really fun. You have a lot of fun. But then you start getting into the end game, and you start seeing the challenges ahead of you, and the modifiers, and the rares, and the bullshit. Once you encounter the bullshit, and there's no way to learn it or master it, you'll start going, I don't want to play this game anymore. I just lost hours of time and effort and energy, all to something that I could not predict or see coming or react to. And now I lost everything. Everything leading up to this is gone. And there's nothing else I could do. the main reason I'm not going to make a hardcore character either. Oh, dear God, no. No, if I make a hardcore character, I'd probably rip my hair out and probably throw my PC out the window. You know? Just toss it out. Bang! Gone. Don't want to play anything anymore. I'd probably be more productive in life if I made a hardcore character. Because then I wouldn't want to play this game anymore. 6 out of 10. I'll stick with that. 6 out of 10 so far. Very good game. Very good foundation. Everything is perfect. Except for a few things. And they can be worked on. And I'm sure they will be worked on. You know, it's early access and stuff. I'm not going to say, oh, the game's irreparable. You know, it's not worth it. Don't get into it. You're going to get... It's like Destiny 2. No, this game just came out. You know, it's early access. Give it a year. Okay? Give it some time. And to people who are saying that, who's like, this game's a lost cause, don't even try playing it, you're a loser. Okay? Crybabies. Could I explain things better? Yeah, I could. Do I want to? No. I'm going to bed.